Firekeepers Casino Hotel. I-94 to exit 104 in Battle Creek. Management reserves all rights.
98.7 WFGR. It is 7:38. Andy O and the one and only Dave Cackley, you look distracted over there.
I'm not distracted. I'm multitasking.
Well, that's the
what
problem.
I do.
That's the problem.
There we go. That's
what
our issue.
you failed at.
Okay.
See?
Thank you. I walked right into it.
Well, that's what I do. I make you walk into
Way to set me up. That was great.
Bonnie Raffaele is here. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks. You have you got a little bit of a story to tell about this Kelsey's Law. Talk a little bit about the inspiration behind this.
Well, my daughter Kelsey, who was a twin at 17, just a few months before she was graduating from high school, was killed in an automobile crash.
How long ago was this?
January 24th of 2010,
All
so
right.
a little over 3 years ago. She had been coming home from a friend's house, and her friend was following her, and she went out to pass a slower-moving vehicle and realized that she was didn't have enough time because there was an oncoming car coming. And so she had to hurry up past the slower car. She got in, clipped the snowbank, and she was a driver with her license for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
She overcorrected like all new drivers would do, and it threw her into the path of the oncoming car, and she was T-boned and killed by an SUV. So I decided something had to be done.
Now, did you say your daughter was texting while she was driving?
She wasn't texting, she was talking.
Talking.
Okay.
So any kind of distracted driving
Yes.
is really how this thing this whole thing started up. What was your first step? I mean, outside of the grief and the anguish and the absolute devastation, what?
Yeah, it took me about a year, and one of my friends is a state trooper, and she called me on the 1-year anniversary of Kelsey's death, and I must have been in the angry state because I was yelling at her, telling her that something had to be done, that these kids don't realize how dangerous even talking on the phone was. And so I wanted a law created, and I wanted to go out and talk to kids in their high schools and tell them Kelsey's story and tell them the dangers of using a phone while driving. And so my first event was at our local school where Kelsey was supposed to graduate
Which
from.
is where?
Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
Okay.
And then it just snowballed from there.
And you're all over the state now.
I'm all over. In the last year, I have traveled over 10,000 miles. That's not including my flying trips to other states. And I've spoken to over 14,000 people in the last year.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
With the... Is it an age? I can't even say it's an age thing because I got to be honest with you. I'm guilty of this sometimes. But, you know what? I will look down at a text and I'll go, yep, or I'll say nope, or something like that. But that's bad.
Yeah, I remember when I first started, when texting first came out, and I was doing it. I remember doing it while I'm driving, going, this is really, really stupid. Why am I doing this? And especially like you're saying with young drivers who are just starting out, it's even that much more dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, that and the invincibility that they think that they've got at that age.
And it's automobile crashes are the leading cause of death in young adults. And I just got new statistics, nationwide statistics, and from the first 6 months of January 12th compared to the first 6 months of January 11th, automobile deaths for 16 to 17-year-olds is up 19%. In the first 6 months from January 11th compared to January 10th, it was up 10%. And it had not risen. It had been going down for 8 years prior to that.
So people are kind of getting a little lackadaisical about the message and all that stuff.
Well, and think about what became really popular in the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Cell phones.
Yep.
Yeah, well, they've been popular for a while with me.
But I mean, they really became popular.
Especially with younger kids.
Especially with the younger kids.
And they're never ending plugged into Facebook and the Twitters and all that other kind of stuff. So they, and again, it comes back to that age when you're 16, 17 years old, nothing's going to hurt you.
Right.
Oh, yeah. It's extremely. Now, you're taking your message today to where?
Wayland High School.
Wayland Union High School?
Yes.
Down there? And you're bringing along a little something with a little energy to it, too.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes, we are.
Step on up there, ma'am. This is nice because we've got an actual monster truck driver in here.
Yes.
Remind me your name again?
Becky McDonough.
And you just started off driving monster trucks?
Yeah, I started off crewing 7 years ago. So I crewed for 5 years, and then I started driving 3 years ago.
Is that right?
Wow.
It's got to be exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the name of your truck?
El Toro Loco.
Oh, I've seen that one on the news and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Is that badass driving that thing around? Yeah.
It is. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it really?
Adrenaline rush like I could never explain.
How many horsepower in that?
About 1,500.
So you have no idea how small I feel right now with my little 2000 Sunfire. And this,
he drives a car that you should run over.
yeah, you really should. Please, could you? I got coverage. I'm good.
You'd be doing him a favor. So
Thank you.
You're going along down to Wayland Union today. You bringing the whole truck and everything?
It's not going to be my truck, but there will be a monster truck there, yes.
Will it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
cool.
pretty cool to be able to kind of help spread a message like that for something that's so tragic. And, you know, I'm around kids every single day during the pit parties and the shows and everything. And just to be able to help raise awareness is really cool.
How do kids react when they see? I mean, because let's be honest. I mean, this is not an ugly woman.
No, and that's you're not if
You're not what I would think of as a monster truck driver.
if you run into her, it's like, what does she do for a living?
Right.
You're not thinking, oh, she drives a monster truck.
Yeah, no, actually, I kind of get that a lot. I'll be standing out my fire suit at the truck during a pit party for autographs, and I've had a couple guys come up and be like, well, when's the driver going to be here? I'm in a fire suit, like, I'm right here. And they're like, no, really, when's he going to be here?
And then you just punch him in the throat,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
and then
okay.
they realize that I am the driver, and people are already asking for my autograph.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, can you sign this?
Can I get an autograph,
Just
please? Well, Bonnie, what time is this open to the public, or is this just something for kids at Wayland today?
Yeah, if the public wanted to come, I don't have a problem with it. I'm sure that Wayland Schools wouldn't have a problem. We
Stop
can
at
find
the
some-
office, of course, and,
Heck yeah.
and check and all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
it's at 1:45 this afternoon?
Correct.
Nice. And that's at 870 East Superior Street in Wayland. What's the final message you'd like to leave with people out there today with this whole distracted driving thing and all that?
I want them to put their phones away.
Yeah.
You know, I tell the kids that, you know, to make it a new norm, like when you get in a car, you put your seatbelt on, get in the car, put your phone away. Let's carry this on into adulthoods. And parents and other drivers, put the phone away. 5 seconds looking at a text or sending a text. 5 seconds at 55 miles an hour is like traveling the length of a football field blindly. So let me take you out on I-96 during rush hour, put a blindfold on you, and make you drive the car at 55 miles an hour. Same thing.
You know what? I gotta stand here guilty.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're both
You
guilty
know
of
what?
that.
I'm bad Andy.
Yeah.
Naughty. So, all right, this afternoon, Bonnie, thanks for coming
Thank
in.
you.
Thank
Good
you
luck
so
down
much.
there in Wayland. Good luck this weekend, that Monster Jam, huh? They got the tickets still available for that?
Yes, absolutely.
Is that right?
Yep, at Ticketmaster and then at the box office.
Is that right?
believe
So everybody should come down and see you.
There you go.
That's right.
Of course.
It's all good fun.
You
Run over
married?
some
You
cars.
married, chick?
No.
Dave. Monster Jam
Why
this
do you
weekend?
keep trying to
well,
do
you're
that
looking
to
for a
me?
girl, you know? You're out
I'm
there.
not looking
Look at
for
him.
anything.
I mean, look at him.
I'm
He's a
not
good-looking
looking for
dude, right?
anything.
She'll crush your Sunfire.
Exactly. See, there-
I heard what he
Not
does.
only
I
you
don't
get a
know
girl,
about
you
all
get your
that.
car gotten rid of. What more do you
it's
need?
a twofer.
It's a twofer. That's right. Bonnie, thanks so much. Good luck at the Monster Jam this weekend, and thank you for spreading this message. It's important, and I will even do better, I promise. Moondance. It is on 98.7 WFGR.